I cannot believe it. Remember I told you guys I lost my buccal knife? I found it. Jesus fucking Christ. You see this barrage of shit right here? I've looked through that 5 or 6 times, probably, for that knife. And I've looked for other shit in this same thing here just now. I actually installed something on my Jeep. And that I was just kicking around some of this shit and I found it. I mean, I thought that was long gone. Anyways, we ended up setting up the bike, the Uncut system on the bike here, Uncut system on the Jeep, and I can do 2 things. I can either flip this thing up or I can flip it down. I decided to put it up on this install here. And we've got this sway connector here, keeps the rack tight. And we decided to put it up. Keep in mind, when this Jeep comes back, it's going to be about 2 inches higher back here probably. Now, I was able to throw it up there quite easily, but the other one is a little heavier. What you end up doing is you end up like swinging the back tire up there, getting it on this apparatus, and then from there you do your thing. But anyways, we do have a support for the other one right here. We do need to make that same support for this one. Obviously, it's not gonna, the same support isn't gonna work. But anyways, yeah, we hooked it up, and it's amazing. We'll have to take it off. You can't drive into the garage with it on there. Not even now when it's low, let alone when it's jacked up in the back like normal. But I can't fucking believe I found that knife. That's crazy. Anyways, we got it sitting there. We're gonna let it sit there for a while, let it dry out. It's a little damp. Like I said, we do have a little water heater issue here. We have to replace that water heater soon. If not today, tomorrow. Well, we're not gonna do it today or tomorrow, we'll guarantee you that. Anyways, it went up okay. I wanted to double check to make sure that it was easy to put up there. And it is, so we're gonna put it back inside the garage. So we ready to take this baby off? This bike is considerably less weight than the other one, so it's certainly easier to do that shit with. And we're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna, well, I guess we can. It was harder to get out than it's going to be to get in. I got to get on the other side and lift it up. I got that mirror on that other bike, and I'm not going to take it off right now. We'll put it in. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. We wanted to make a thing, huh? You make a support thing. I really don't feel like doing that right now. We're not going to worry about that. That's a 47-pound bike, and these Uncuts they're supposed to be able to carry 60 pounds, 60-pound bike. So I got to tell you though, when you do put it on, these things bend down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? No matter, it's just the way it's designed. Okay, so we did that. Now we're just gonna fold it up. We got to fire up the Jeep, and obviously I can't close the garage door right now, but not a deal breaker. We just got to fire up the Jeep and move it forward another, oh, say, I don't know, 6 inches should do it, I think. Maybe 8 inches. But man, yeah, we just decided to throw that Kuat on. We're gonna probably take this Jeep up to the Spring Mountains, maybe go Bitter Springs 4x4ing. Spring Mountains will do a little bit of 4x4ing, but keep in mind, for me to do any 4x4ing, I have to take this trim piece off. It's 3 bolts. If I don't, there's gonna be issues there. And man, when I look at these shocks right now, I don't know if you should do any 4x4ing. They got to be extended. You know what I'm saying? Those are the same thing. I guess it's, I don't know what you would call that. Either way, if you go off-road, these have to come off. This piece of plastic right here, it's a trim piece. 3 bolts, it comes off because it will definitely rub there for sure. That's the only place it'll rub. So we're going to do Bitter Springs. I'll tell you one thing though, when you put this thing, like I said, I can put this thing, I can have this receiver high or I can have it down here low. When you put it high, you're good for 4x4, and that's for sure. And I don't know if you know, seen some of my earlier videos, but this Kuat also has a deck, and when you bolt, there's 4 bolts that hold the deck on, and when you bolt it on, you can carry the couple generators and 2 fuel cells. So just for food for thought, that, you know what I'm saying, if you're going on a trip and all you're taking are your mountain bikes, you can either, the deck was made for the car or for the Jeep. So you know, you certainly need a generator, you need a couple fuel cells. Although when I stop and think about this, oh that's right, when you put the deck on, we definitely have to reverse this receiver. It has to be down here, unless I make a different deck for it. Yeah, because the spare tire is in the way of the current model. You should actually make one. I should actually make one where you know, where it's on here right now, and where you can put the fuel cells on here too, more than 2. But make it so that you can also make it so you can fold it up. If that's the case, you'd only be able to make it a couple inches bigger, but you can stick it out the end a ways with a little extra support from your friends. Something to think about for future, you know what I'm saying? It's certainly a possibility you might go on a road trip with... They make an extension for this, as a matter of fact, by the way, guys. You can buy an extension and put 2 more bikes on there. It's pretty pricey though. It's about $1,000, I think, the extension. But it goes right on here. You got to do some modification. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe take this end off, and then it sleeves in, or I don't know exactly how it works. Interesting. I'll take a look at that. I mean, I don't need, you know, it's always nice to take, you would take a Yeti with you maybe. It's got possibilities, gentlemen. Very, very strong possibilities. I'll take a look into it. I don't know if it's something we want to do. But in the meantime, we wanted to put this on. Let's see. Now this is nothing as far as weight, guys. He's loosened up a little bit. I don't know if you can see anything there. Instead of spending, I can't see taking 2 Yetis with you, but certainly one of them. If you get a really good trail, and maybe you're near the top of the hill, you could always take your Yeti out and hit it, and then, you know, do a small ride back to the Jeep or whatever, park midway, so you have to go uphill half the way, and then something to think about. Something to think about, taking an extra bike with you. Yeah, I always put that receiver on the other way on. I'm just kind of chilling, trying to think about. Trying to think about how to do this. When you flip it up like this, you get the good clearance for 4x4ing. That's a good. But then again, you do have, you know, that bike that I just threw up there is light. The other one's heavier than that. Oh, I did want to put some air in these tires too, by the way. We're going to do that right now. When I drop off my... You guys crack me up, man. You guys crack my balls, man. Let me tell you that right now. I got so much shit to do. I gotta put the green slime in here. I gotta charge this thing back up too. This is a Uncut compressor. I'm gonna put this on charge too when I get done. I used it to do the car the other day. We got 14. We're gonna put 20 in. Maybe 22. 23.5. I'm finding that this Uncut compressor is inaccurate by about 4 pounds, I think. That's one of the fuck-ups about this compressor, is you can pick it up and turn it on inadvertently. Design flaw. It's kind of a pain in the ass too, I might add. We put in 21. Like I said, I think it might be off by 4 pounds. Oh shit. Cock sucking fucking. God damn it. Shit, I should put the goddamn the valve stem came out. There's another one of these. Well, here we go. We'll try it again. Fuck. Take the valve stem out to put the green slime in. You have to crimp the hose on this stem and then squeeze it in. Okay, let's not take that valve stem out, okay, guys? There we go. You screw it off, and then stop and try to pull it off. You want it to clear these threads and then pull it off, otherwise it'll take, well, not all the time. That time it just happened to take the valve stem with it when I took it off. I've got to get those we're going to charge this beast. I got to get that green slime inside those tubes. I did want to use my other tubes and my other tires too. I want to put my other tires on. We're gonna charge that up. Okay, now we're gonna get that bike back in here, and this video was just to show you the buccal knife which we found, and we put this quad on. Like I said, this is the first time I mounted it high, so it's kind of weird. And we are going to fire up the Jeep. I should have put the air in the other tires too. I'll probably do that too. The other tires on the other bike are low too. They've got holes in them. The other bike has holes, and the green slime has plugged the holes. Now, if you don't ride the bike for a while, the green slime doesn't circulate and keep the holes cut, you know. I periodically, here's one of the holes right here. I'll spin it 180 degrees, and there's another hole right there. So we've been kind of spinning that tire periodically. We're going to put air in these tires too. We're going to get them up to 20. Now that I got the machine here and everything. So let's do that right now. Fuck it. We got a UFC fight on, just starting. I really need to get off my ass and do these brake pads and get this. You know, I should actually put some more green slime in this beast here. Put in another 4 ounces in each tire. I mean, it's kicked out quite a bit of it, of course. It's actually better that you keep it low, I guess, unless you're going to use it, because now it's going to kick that extra pressure. It's going to kick out more of the green slime, if you know what I mean, guys. The back tire, I don't see any green slime coming out of this beast. That's not bad. I'm going to leave it alone. When I stop and think about it, I should not have put air in that tire unless I'm going to use the bike. I'm not going to use it for a while. You see this? This is a very serious you accidentally press buttons on here. That's not a good design. When you go to pick it up, you accidentally press shit. You can change it from PSI to kilograms per centimeter or something, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that other there's just like 3 different kinds of measurements on there. Okay. Yeah, we shouldn't have inflated that bike unless you're going to use it. Because now it's just going to spray out more slime. Not a deal breaker, guys. Not a deal breaker. Okay, so now this here, we have to lift up over this mirror, which I put on simply, I only got the mirror on there so I can ride it on the highway. You've seen the highway, the off-road police passed me in one of those videos. That's because I had that fucking plate down there, and he didn't fucking bother me because, and he can't see it. He figured it was a street legal bike without signal lights. Go girl, go girl. Okay, we gotta fire up this Jeep. I've put blocks in all. This is, you can see there, all of my vehicles have blocks for the wheel. That way when you drive in, you know exactly where to stop. Follow me? Now this, we're not gonna take this Jeep out. We're just gonna take, we need to turn this handlebar out of my way. Two tubes. We're going to back it up slightly, just enough to get and right back up. Got to disconnect the tender. Like I said, we're going to probably need about right there to close the garage door with the culotte on. In case I come home drunk and smashed my door into there. It's gonna be a little tighter in here right now, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But the good news is I can close the garage door. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. put that baby on charge. I think right now is as good a time as any to do that. All right, guys, let's do it. These are the keys that belong inside the vehicle. All the keys to all the extra keys for the batteries on the bike. You know, I got three different locking pins for this. Okay, what did we need again? I forgot. Let's put this old boy back on. Tender. Okay. Damn it. Fuck. Different quirks and quandaries all the fucking time. I do need to get up off my ass, gentlemen, and start getting my green slime in my tires and brake pads on that one bike. I'll probably, this stuff is not difficult. I'm just lazy. And this dog right here is Dad's dog. And that's my female husky there. She's a good dog. Okay, can we close this garage door? I think it's time to put the dogs away. What do you guys think? We're gonna go get the mail. I think the guy came already. We're gonna shut you down. I just want to show you the Kuat bike rack. I'll take a look at the extension. I think it's too pricey. But I will say one thing. If you're going to just take the bikes, you should, if you're going to go all the way to fucking Montana per se, you should have a third bike with you, a pedal bike, just in case. It's just a good idea. So I should be looking into maybe possibly making another deck for this. Just use the same fucking design that I have on that one. You'll pretty much make the same thing. Only thing, it'll be shorter here. You'll make it so that you can fold it up. And then of course it'll be longer here. So you can put fuel cells. I have, right now I'm able to put 2 fuel cells like right here. So with that deck, you should probably make it 3 and then another bike, and then figure out what you need to do. You know, that's sticking out there quite a ways, guys. I mean, 3 fuel cells and then a light bike. I think you could do it. I mean, even with just plywood. something to think about. I'll think about it, or either get the extension, and that's an option too. You know, but it's pretty pricey. It's about $1,000, and I would never take more than one more bike. I can't see taking anything more than that. I think I should just go with the piece of plywood, you know, that I have already made, and make another one just to carry an extra fuel. Go from 2 fuel cells to 3. And of course the generator, of course you have to be able to carry the generator. And then of course the third bike, one of my Yetis. The Yetis are very light, guys. They're 33 pounds, 32 pounds. So you'd be able to put that on the far outside, and it's not gonna, even with plywood. Even with plywood, say, coming out this far, I think there would be enough rigidity to hold it comfortably. I'll do the math on it though, trust me. Oh, the lights work too, guys. I got the lights work. These lights come on. They're tail lights. Do you want to see them? They're like parking lights, I guess. You know, I don't feel like doing that. I'm not going to fire it up just for that. I'm going to shut you down. That's it for this video. We're going to check our mail.